That's a good graph. Nice to see that Japan is joining us down here onto nearly a 10 point or 10% dip. I guess it'd be 10 points or 10 percentage points relative to the inauguration day. Jesus Christ, look at that. Do you see China holding steady? Do you see that? I had a previous version of the title loaded up. It was Tariff set off steepest plunge since 2022. Now it's to 2020. We blew right past 2022. Who was the person in chat who told me they updated the article? Who was that person? Who said that? Who keyed me in? Leash. It was Leash. Thank you, Leash. Fear index is going up. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Oh. Fear up 55%. VIX is the ticker symbol and the popular name for the Chicago Board Options Exchange's CBOE Volatility Index, a popular measure of the stock market's expectation of volatility based on the S&P 500 index options. This is the fear index. This is how fearful people are. It's afraid. Ooh, dilly. That is a spike and a half right there. Look at that. And it isn't begun to plateau. Look at CNN's Fear and Greed Index. It's currently in the single digits. You should link it. When was it this high before? Well, it's pretty high right now. As you can see, it has a tendency to spike. So, oh, here we go. August 5th, 2024 was the last time it was this high. And it was quite a bit higher then, though it did quickly fall off afterwards. What happened August 5th, 2024? Hurricane Debbie made landfall in Florida. There we go. Okay, gotcha. I really like the fear index on CNN because it feels like one of those business indicators that you would get if you were playing a video game or watching a why do I always forget his last name? Paul Vilhoff, RoboCop man. Come on, you know. RoboCop, Starship Troopers. I always Verhoeven, thank you. I get like 50 V's in my head. It's all the pussy I'm always thinking of. It just seems like one of those indicators you would see on like a semi-satirical news flash. Don't you think so? And in other news, extreme fear is driving the US market. Fear index from CNN driven now to 9. And then there'd be like a graph of this, but like there's fire animated behind it or something, and then you would cut to like shaky video cam footage of some Wall Street investors standing on the precipice of like an opened window 32 stories up, looking down over the streets of New York City. I feel like it's just very funny. Extreme fear. See, I've already forgotten his name again, which sucks because I really like him, you know? Verhoeven? I need to like say it in my head over and over, like 100 times, 1,000 times. It's not even a complicated name. I just have like a gap in my mind. 1 year ago, greed. 1 month ago, extreme fear. 1 week ago, fear. Previous close, extreme fear, 17. Current, extreme fear, 9. What happens when you hit 0? I think a bunch of investors punch their own tickets. I'm sorry for using that euphemism. I prefer it to unalive themselves by quite a bit, and YouTube's been persnickety. It's not good. Yeah, they buy the farm. Are you doing your part? I want to learn how to do the rat dance. Have you seen the rat dance taking over? I want to learn how to do the rat dance. My problem is that in compliance with my heritage menswear stylings, a lot of my pants are made out of like 12-ounce duck cloth, or like, wait, duck cotton? What are they called? Duck canvas? Yeah, duck canvas cotton. And I can't do the leg moves. I don't have any big billowy pants. I'm one of the rare offline trans femmes. What is the rat dance? For one, no, you're not, Asmilia. And for two, it's like, bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm talking. You've seen it. You've seen it in the TikToks. Come on, get linen pants. It's just hard to find good linen pants. Little rat dance, you know. Please do this. I'm not opening a TikTok of the rat dance. I'm not doing that. I thought you meant the Germa rat dance. No, not the Germa rat dance. One of my favorite recurring bits from Dye Workwear, apart from like the fashion advice, is he keeps going after right-wing grifters for saying they want to buy American and they're totally okay with everything that Trump is doing because they want to buy American anyway. But then you look at what they do and what they buy and what they sell, and it's not made in America. I'm willing to pay more for quality products if they're made in America by Americans who are paid a decent income. Roll the tapes. Buy $5 gloves instead of $50 ones. Trust me. And it's the all-terrain grip, Gorilla Grip Trax Home Depot gloves for $5.97. It's no surprise what gloves in a 4-pair for $5.97 or where they're made. He's done this with a bunch of them. They like sell clothes where the blanks are made in like the Philippines or something, you know? And you know these are like 80% super cancer chemicals. No, they're just made out of rubber, you know? It's not, there's nothing wrong with these gloves. But it does kind of run counter to the argument that you would want to substantially increase the price for no benefit. The banks are running out of money? No, they're not. We're not experiencing a bank run right now. That's not the kind of... It's not the way this all works. Not yet. I don't know if it would happen again. I just don't think... for one, obviously, you're insured by the FDIC up to $250,000. But they have to really up that insurance limit, by the way. Because $250,000 now was not $250,000 back in the 1940s. But yeah, we're not that yet. Didn't Elon cut the FDIC? Well, he wants to, but he hasn't yet. They raised it to $1 million for Silicon Valley bank accounts recently. Yeah, just for them. It was already up from $100K 15 years ago. I think they should up it more. The Consumer Brands Association, which represents big food companies like Coca-Cola, General Mills, Nestle, Tyson, and DeMont, as well as consumer product makers like Procter & Gamble and Colgate-Palmolive, said its companies already make the majority of their goods in the U.S., but there are critical ingredients and inputs like wood pulp for toilet paper that must be imported because of scarce domestic availability. Cinnamon is harvested from trees that can't survive in the U.S., for example. Domestic production for coffee and cocoa is limited. Hey, we talked about this. Palm olive. Sorry, I'm stupid. Vosh, I work in manufacturing. Literally over half our orders just collapsed overnight. My department used to get 600 orders a day. Now it's 200. We might have a furlough. Eee. Saw this and it's really weird. U.S. bans government personnel in China from romantic or sexual relationships with Chinese citizens. See how much more aura the high-waisted pants offers this gentleman? Leave aside the fact that he's... these are just security officers, okay? Look at how his silhouette is elevated by the elongation. He's only like a few inches taller than this guy, but he looks so much taller. He's a cop. He's a security guard. Also, high-waisted pants make your ass look fantastic. I'm just telling you. You ever wonder why the chicks got the good booties in the jeans? It's not just the shape of their bodies, okay? High-waisted pants.